Liverpool 1, Arsenal 1. This fixture was a lot more interesting than I had anticipated for such a low scoring fixture. I expected this to be like a 3-2 or something, more goals, but it was really rugged. There was a lot of fouls by both sides. I think 10 plus by both sides, something like that. Um, some injuries for Liverpool, which we'll get into, and also a lot of kind of flashpoints that could have changed the outcome of the game, but ultimately didn't. So, very quickly, make sure to comment down below your thoughts on this fixture, Liverpool versus Arsenal. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And as always, like the video if you end up enjoying, really helps out the channel. So, immediately, let's start with the first goal. The Gabriel Magalhaes header. It was honestly a lapse of concentration at the back for Liverpool 6 minutes in. Arsenal were dominating the first minute, 2, 3 minutes, all the way up until that first first goal for them. It kind of set the tone for how the match would go. Arsenal were pretty dominant at, the back in terms of staying in control and having like a good structured shape throughout the team. It provided a good spine for the side. Jesus and Martinelli and Saka were providing incredible width, and your midfield was really doing wonders, honestly, for them. And Ben White was doing decent. The back line was great throughout up until Mohamed Salah scored in the 29th minute. My stream went out, sadly. I saw the goal, though, and it was an incredible take on against Zinchenko. A lot of Arsenal fans slating Zinchenko, but at the end of the day, Salah is one of the best Premier League forwards of all time, without a doubt. So that'll happen. What do you expect? Besides that, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka. I was really mad at Saka, and I've been a fan of Bukayo Saka for several, seasons now in terms of the quality of player he is. But I didn't know he had like a nasty streak to him. He was like kicking around and pushing players. He injured Kostas Tsimikas, which was I've never seen in my whole existence of watching football. I've never seen a player get injured by their manager. And it's not like it happened because Klopp fell on top of Tsimikas, but Tsimikas only took out Klopp because Saka pushed him and there was no card. And it was just like shocking to me, really. Update on that: Kostas Tsimikas does have a broken collarbone. That is sad to see, but yeah, I was really upset with that. And then there was like a challenge later on Gravenberg that was, he said he slipped. And he got, he caught him. He was on a card by then, on a yellow card. So I don't know. That performance really pissed me off from him. He's a quality player, but he was playing very, very aggressively. The ref, though, set the tone very early by poorly officiating, so I can't really blame Saka entirely for the intensity of the fixture. Obviously, you always want a physical affair, but between him pushing Tsimikas into Klopp and Martinelli, who was frankly a ghost the whole fixture, him pushing Trent towards the end of the match, those were both really just I don't know. They were just poor displays of sportsmanship, I guess, in my opinion. I know it's a tense affair, and there, Liverpool weren't saints. There was a few challenges. There was a penalty shout, but the biggest thing, besides all this, in my opinion, is this handball right here by Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard. Odegaard, fantastic player. Don't really see how, the ref doesn't check this. Odegaard straight up slaps the ball. He slapped the ball, and then he managed to stay up. From the initial look of this photo, right? You would think, let me get to it. So you would think from this angle, right? You'd think, well, Martin Odegaard, he's probably going to get fouled from this still image. This is 20 minutes in as well. So I think Costas Tsimikas was still on. He hadn't been subbed off for Gomez, who played fantastic. Gomez had a few chances. He could have scored. He could have scored twice almost. He had a good chance in the first half when he was subbed on, where he kind of chipped it into the middle and it didn't quite work out. But he also had a chance in the second half where he curled it. When he curled it into the corner, it was so close. It was so close. It was fantastic technique, but from him, we're getting closer to a Joe Gomez goal. And with Tsimikas injuring his collarbone, probably may happen soon. Who knows? But this, the slap across by Odegaard, this is a still, but he slaps it across. He plays the pass afterwards. This is in the box, and you would think Salah fouls him and like he falls down. And in that case, I would say, okay, I understand why it's not a handball and why it's not a penalty. But this happened. There was no VAR like intervention, no reference of it. They continued, and that was that. And the weird thing to me is that a couple weeks back, this same thing kind of happened in the Liverpool match where Kwanzaa or Van Dijk, there was a bit of a, some commotion in Liverpool's box. Allison was trying to collect, or it might have been Kelleher at the time. I can't quite remember. But regardless, there was a penalty given like 5 minutes. Like play had gone on, like well on after the initial foul that ended up resulting in the penalty that was given via VAR. I don't see a reason why this up here, why this shouldn't, why they didn't go back, why they didn't at least check it. Like, it was a blatant handball. Like, he straight up slapped it. And if you're going to slap it, because Mo, actually, right before this, was controlling the ball and almost got it through past Odegaard. And had he done that, probably beats Odegaard in a foot race. Maybe not a goal, but he has an opportunity to extend the longevity of the play. That's an interference, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me know. It was an entertaining fixture. 1-1. I predicted 3-2, so I was wrong. But regardless, it was still, there was a lot of chances. Both sides maybe would feel that they could have done better. Arsenal will probably feel that they did a decent job, leaving Anfield with a point. Liverpool fans probably feeling weird, having both United and Arsenal at home in a week and only getting 2 points out of possible 6. Definitely not ideal for Liverpool, but nonetheless, we move forward. Liverpool probably going to need some more transfer investment in the January transfer window as a result of both Luis Diaz and Costas Tsimikas getting injured. So kind of, some question marks in the side, I suppose, to one extent or another. But regardless, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, comment down below, and let me know what you thought about this fixture. Like the video as well if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I'm Sideline Sedo. Peace.